Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. This is day one of ReactorCon, and as I mentioned in my schedule today, we are continuing Harley Quinn, the animated series for the channel. This is Season 1, Episode 4, Finding Mr. Right. Now, the first 3 episodes that I did react to for the show before I dropped off a little while ago, I really enjoyed this show. The reason I stopped ultimately was not because of me disliking the show, because that's not the case. I freaking love the humor in it. I love how crazy it gets at times. It was just that I had a lot of this stuff going on, and I had to just kind of drop off because I just felt like I needed to focus on other things. But I decided, hey, ReactorCon, we're doing this special event for reactors. Why not bring it back for another reaction and see if I'll continue it? Because hopefully I will, because I should do more TV stuff because I've not done a lot of TV stuff recently. Of course, the Arrowverse stuff ending, but regardless, I've really enjoyed all the 3 episodes so far that we've gotten. I've made some mistakes in videos where I mentioned something, we're like, that's not right, that's not true. I'm like, I'm sorry. It is what it is. We all make mistakes. But I'm really excited to get back into the show because, I hear it just gets crazier and crazier, and I hear within Season 2 it gets even more insane. So I'm like, I'm missing out. I'm missing out on a very, very good show. I'm missing out on a lot of good shows in general, but I'm missing out on this really good show, Harley Quinn. So why not get back into it and check out Episode 4, Finding Mr. Right. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. Let's get into now Finding Mr. Right, Episode 4 of Season 1 of Harley Quinn. Let's go.
I'm sure everybody on the news is talking about it.
I hope we didn't miss too much of the coverage.
Batman stops Joker from robbing the credit union.
Credit union?
Credit
It's
union?
a poor person bank.
And Batman foils Joker one.
Just let me look.
They're all
With the
covering
most compelling
Batman.
story, so that
A cardboard box of baby ferrets has finally been returned to their
Baby
rightful owners.
ferrets.
You have been here 2 weeks and you have destroyed 9. We need a nemesis.
Lex Luthor has Superman, Sinestro has
Yeah.
Green Lantern, Psycho has his own inability to refrain from using the C word.
my nemesis is Wonder Woman. Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's it then. I need a nemesis.
I'm kicking you out. You know the rules. No pets, no noise, no commies, no...
I don't know if he was going to get racist there, but it felt like that's where it was headed.
Yeah,
Robots was
a little
supposed to
bit.
be helpful.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
Harley,
And we're not getting any bites.
Is that a shark joke? If so, it's very funny. That's cool. Tommy tomorrow. He's got a personalized ray gun. He says he's looking for something casual, someone to fight on the weekend.
I am not settling for Tommy
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay. Going quick. Oh shit.
And so I took some recordings of Bat's voice and spliced them together.
Open Batmobile. Allow Harley to drive.
He also said,
Oh, wow.
I definitely make love to bats.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
I remember that joke.
what the?
Not so fast, losers.
What?
Robin, what are you
Robin?
doing here? Where's Batman?
I was raised by an elite group of assassins from birth.
Damien. I was wondering which
and
one.
An old one at that. What are you, 30?
Oh.
Shit!
Well, Tawny, then Harley said, I'm coming for you. Of course, then we had a
Why
huge
is he on a
battle.
talk show?
Tons of punching, some lasers, lot of lasers.
Boy, stop it. I could just eat you up.
Yeah, I'm a little sweet potato pie.
You just got to Google her for an article from the Lois Lane. And the headline is, never mind.
Or
No more or.
we kidnap her and make
No
her
more
retract
or.
the
She's just
article.
tired of
You
it.
can't fuck with Lois Lane, people. What if Superman comes?
That point.
I'll have the most powerful nemesis.
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to kill ya.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh shit.
I need to remember to keep my mouth closed when I bump
Yeah.
the walls.
I've been telling you that.
Everybody duck.
You were ill-advised to think you could get away from me, Harley Quinn.
What? He's back.
God!
Hey, sport.
We still doing sushi tonight?
You know how I roll.
Of course.
Do me a favor. Can you untag me from this whole thing?
You ready?
Congrats on Robin the Cradle.
Oh my god.
Going to be your friends.
You can't kill him.
You don't think I can kill a 12-year-old? Oh, okay. Well, I will smash in his face
Jesus.
with a bat like a watermelon.
Oh, no, I believe...
Is I, the violent type of shark, straight from the beaches of Amity.
It's Look how he has swim trunks on.
Right, Robin. Admit it. Admit we never battled.
They took him to the show.
Quinn.
Blood. Aww. Jesus. Of course. Of course he comes in. Ooh. Shark repellent.
You almost killed my ward. You're going to Arkham for good, Quinn.
No nemesis alert.
Bats?
You got replaced. You got replaced.
Oh.
Throw it at the
what
camera.
hell?
Okay,
Yeah.
so back.
Game over, Quinn.
Let her go.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Game changing. Yep.
Please welcome another surprise guest, supervillain Poison Ivy. Nope. Not a guess.
That
Also,
guy.
I actually identify as an eco-terrorist. It's a myth and it wastes water.
He's gonna get out. Everyone's watching. Everyone's watching this on TV. Nice. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Harley, what the fuck?
Everyone's just showing up.
Joker seems to claim you as his nemesis, but you came here to fight Harley, and now you're fighting Ives. Which one is
Me! I'm his, he's mine. I mean, we're together.
Harley stole my man. I love the headlines, the stuff at the bottom. Aquaman? Oh. Dad. He shouldn't have yelled that. Uh-oh. He's gonna take him. Yeah. Wonder Woman! All these fucking cameos!
You can't force it. I mean, there's someone out there just for you. Do the crimes that make you happy, and the rest will come. JKH,
And the crimes
right?
make you
Just keep
happy.
posting.
It's fine.
Yeah, you saw what he can do when he flips out. I mean, how am I going to say no to that? Plus, he does computer good.
Computer good.
That's it. You're out of here.
He's
We can
right.
split that one.
Sounds fair.
You didn't make that. Alfred made that.
I made him make it.
Made him make it.
I wasn't ready for one. You want your first nemesis to be special. Someone who you could see being your nemesis for the rest of your life.
Just the way they're doing this. There you guys have it, episode 4 of Harley Quinn, the animated series, Finding Mr. Right. This episode was so good. I honestly think it's my favorite episode so far of the show. I'm not really sure. I probably have to go back and watch the first 3 episodes or whatever before this one and maybe determine at that point, because it's been a little bit since I've seen those episodes, but they were really good too. But I really enjoyed watching this episode. Number 1, I love all the cameos they had in this. They had Superman show up because, of course, they went to Lois Lane at the Daily Planet, which was a nice little thing there. Robin popping in, of course, after Superman. It's funny, when Superman flew in, he had to cough out rubble, because, like, I have to remember to close my mouth when I come through walls like that. It's like, yeah, you should. Aquaman was watching the fight when they took Robin to that it seemed like an abandoned warehouse, but it was actually the set of that talk show that Robin went on earlier in the episode to try to scare him and get King Shark to swim around. So King Shark was a nice pull, and I saw him on the promo stuff, so assuming he was going to pop up at some point. But I like his addition to the show, and I especially like the fact that he's like, he mentioned blood. It's like, I'm not good with blood, and the way you're thinking, okay, it's comedic, so you're thinking he might faint at seeing blood, but it's actually, no, it turns him into what a shark would do when they sniff blood in the water. He went fucking berserk. He became a different person entirely, a different shark, essentially. You get my point. So we had all that. Wonder Woman made a cameo as well, watching. Everyone seemed like they were watching, and we saw a bunch of these super villains or whatever watching. We had Penguin watching. There was a lot of characters they threw in that were watching the talk show where Robin was there, and then, of course, Harley Quinn saves him, but then he admits that, I say whatever they want. They'll eat it up, because they'll believe me, because I'm the sweetie potato pie, or sweet potato, or whatever they called him earlier. And then Batman shows up, of course, because King Shark's going after Robin, because he's bleeding out of his nose, and then there's a big fight. And what I liked about this episode in terms of the Finding Mr. Right is that it all stemmed on the fact that Harley and her team wanted a nemesis, somebody to go against them, because it opened up with them robbing a bank, and they're looking at the news, and all the news is covering is Batman going after Joker at a union bank or a credit union or something. And so they're like, wait a minute, like, why is this front page, like, why is this the front page news? Why is this on the, why are they covering this so much? What about us? And the final story of one of the channels was about ferrets, baby ferrets that were found or something. So, and they were spinning it and wording it in a way like Nemesis is like finding your first relationship. They went on a site to find your nemesis. They found this guy, something Tomorrow or something, and Tommy Tomorrow, I think that's what his name was. Something about, like, hey, you matched with this guy. It's like they're going around as like a dating thing. The same thing was Batman talked to Robin later, which they went Damian route, which is fine. So maybe that means that we'll see Red Hood and Nightwing pop up maybe at some point, because those Robins are out there, I would assume. Maybe even Tim Drake. But Damian was there. But I like how he's like, I made your favorite. It's a little R on the sandwich. He's like, no, Alfred made it. It's like, well, I made Alfred make it. And then he's like, well, I didn't have my first nemesis till I was in my late 20s. You know, I wasn't ready. It's like, and that's the way they're going about it. I like how there was like this thing within that talk show where it's like they all just accept the fact that there's all these super villains, and they make it like a shock, like a surprise guest. The Joker pops up because like, everyone was just popping up at this place. Batman shows up to stop King Shark. And Poison Ivy shows up after a little bit, after Harley and Batman are fighting on live television during that talk show. She shows up, and then Joker shows up. It's like, how many more people are going to show up? The one thing I was surprised that they did was that they had Robin yell "Dad" when he was in the middle of fighting or whatever. He yelled "Dad!" I'm like, oh, wait a minute, because that's kind of spoilery a little bit in terms of like what if they would have said like, wait, this is your son, because it was never mentioned before, so it's like not common knowledge. So, you know, surprising they did that, but regardless. And I like how they had Robin pop up and he's just like, so fight me, you know. He's like, I was raised by assassins. It's like, of course, this is how Damian would act, but he definitely was acting different. I'm trying to think, did we see the landlord before for Poison Ivy's apartment or whatever? Have we seen that before? I don't remember. But it's like shutting the door and like, I think he was going in a direction we don't want him to go in terms of voicing his opinion on things. So that was pretty funny. Overall, I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was really funny, and I liked all the cameos, and it gets me really excited for the future of the show in terms of like what's coming next after this episode. Because I like the fact that they went out of the way, and it didn't feel forced. They went out of the way to find a purpose to throw in a bunch of characters watching television, and they had Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Penguin. They had all these people and a bunch of people in prison. And we saw Man-Bat there, and I think there's a couple others. Might have to go back and look at that scene real quick, but there was a lot of ways they incorporated cameos. And then they mentioned even the Teen Titans too, so the Teen Titans exist. So Beast Boy's out there, Starfire. All these characters are out there. Raven. I'm curious if we're going to see all of them. I mean, because from what I was hearing in terms of season 2, people are saying how there's a lot of these characters are showing up. I'm thinking they're really using this Harley Quinn show to build a not a cinematic or like a big universe, but they're using it to really highlight the DC universe as a whole in terms of all these characters. And as I recorded this video, it has been announced that Harley Quinn Season 1 and Season 2 are going to HBO Max, I think in August, I believe. And it kind of makes me question what is going to be the purpose of DC Universe after this point, because DC Universe will not have anything exclusive besides Titans and Young Justice, which I won't be surprised if we hear Young Justice Season 1, 2, and 3 are moving to HBO Max soon, along with Titans, the first 2 seasons. But regardless, that's talk for another time, but it's interesting. But here's the thing. DC Universe is only available in the United States, and I believe HBO Max is available in other places outside of the United States as well. I'm not really sure, but I think there'll be a bigger audience that could potentially get attracted to the show, and that's a good thing, because I really enjoyed this show, but I actually really enjoyed this episode. I think it's my favorite, personally, out of the ones I've seen so far. I definitely want to continue it. I definitely think I should continue the show, because it just brought me back to me going, oh yeah, the first 3 episodes are really damn good, and they were, but this just reminded me even more of the fact that, hey, this show is actually worth my attention, and I should continue and should check it out. So I think it will. So, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to episode 4. What do you guys think of this episode of Harley Quinn, the animated series? Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comments below, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.